Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good day. I will be presenting my team project entitled Zakat Distribution Model based on diversity of the Asnaf background. Before I discuss a little further, let me first introduce the team project. First, I'm Dr. Musyadah Ahmadun, PM Dr. Zamali Haji Tarmudi, Nur Fazila Matmali, Jahidi Saidi, and Dr. Masni Mustafa. Zakat distribution to the Asnaf is able to enhance their living condition from a social, economic, educational, and financial standpoint. In addition, it may assist rise Islamic teaching and increase the Ummah dignity. The primary objective of this project is to investigate the distribution of zakat to Asnaf in Sabah. This project used a mixed method, which is qualitative method and analytical hierarchy process based on linguistic hedges. To obtain preliminary information, semi-structured interviews were conducted with 5 informants consisting of top management and officer of the Zakat and Fitrah Division of the Sabah Islamic Religious Council. And data from the interview were analyzed using an HP to determine the decision-making with for and attribute in the evaluation process. Two forms of linguistic hedges, namely concentration and dilation, were used to measure the relative importance of weight for each of the criteria studied. There are 5 steps used in a decision-making using the AHP method based on linguistic hedges. First, defining and formulating the issue. Second, measuring data set of performance. Third, creating a performance metric. Fourth, calculating dilation or concentration. And the last, rank on the Asnaf who are more eligible to receive the zakat. To test the applicability of the proposed method, an empirical example of a study proposal to select Asnaf eligible to receive zakat has been shown in this project. The findings show that this approach is very suitable and efficient as a tool to solve the problem of decision-making of various criteria in the distribution of zakat. Therefore, it can help decision makers make their decision in simpler and more systematic way. In terms of governing the collection and distribution of zakat, Malaysia Zakat Administration has demonstrated substantial growth and progress from year to year. Various changes have been made in empowerment zakat institution, particularly with regard to aiding the Asnaf. Nonetheless, zakat facilities in Malaysia continue to be associated with a number of obstacles and difficulties, particularly in terms of the effectiveness of zakat distribution to the Asnaf. Frequently, the distribution of zakat does not reach the actual Asnaf. Amount of coverage received by the Asnaf remain low, and the cost of assistance to the Asnaf does not match to the current cost of dependent. In addition, the decision of the distribution of zakat to the Asnaf group is a topic worthy of significant consideration and discussion. This is demonstrated by the fact that the poor Asnaf Fakir continue to receive an insufficient zakat assistance, resulting in a rising population. As an Islamic institution with its own authority, the Zakat Center also faced a number of integrity challenges, including bureaucracy, lack of transparency, and efficiency in the administration and implementation of standard operating procedure when collecting or distributing zakat fund. This is evidenced by the fact that certain amils lack the required qualification and others are permitted to collect zakat fitrah on their behalf. As a result, we are called to develop a decision-making model to assist the zakat center for selecting the asnaf who are more eligible to receive zakat. Previous study have shown that there are 8 groups of asnaf zakat need to be focused on. Among them are asnaf fakir, miskin, Amil, Mu'allaf, Al-Riqab, Al-Gharimin, Fi Sabilillah, and Ibn Sabil. These Asnaf receive various forms of assistance which include education, da'wah, and other activity in upholding Islamic teaching. Therefore, the interpretation of Asnaf is important and very necessary so that distribution of zakat is done in accordance with Islamic law and does not deviate from the purpose of the provision. In principle, the hard kifayah is the appropriate rate to ensure the existence of an individual and his dependent. It is not only the assessment of the minimum limit, but also the decision of the acceptable level to ensure a person's existence and that of his dependent. Additionally, the hard kifayah serve as dividing line between those who are eligible to receive the zakat and those who must pay zakat. And another opinion about the hard kifayah is a criterion for deciding whether a person has enjoyed economic sufficiency for life. The basic requirement that consider the five maqasid Sharia principle indicate in the determination of hard kifayah also consider as the factor list in table 1. Table 1 show there are 6 basic requirements for hard kifayah. First, protection. Expenses provide coverage for the entire household, including rent, utility bills, telephone bills, and other related expenses. Second, for food. All food and beverage consumed by household member, including those consumed outside at the home. And the third, it's about the clothes. All types of clothing worn by household member, including school, work, and other attire. And the fourth, about the healthcare, refer to all forms of medication taken by household member, include rural clinics, village medicine, public hospital, and private hospital. For education, all costs associated with the education of household member include school fee, university or college tuition, and books are related. And last, about the transportation, all costs such as petrol, fare, and other relevant expenses are paid by household member. This is the proposed approach. The analytical hierarchy process based on linguistic hedges is immensely popular owing to its ability to organize a difficult multi-person, multi-attribute issue hierarchically apply on decision-making problem on Zakat distribution model. As we can see here, there are 5 steps. First, defining and formulating the issue. Second, data set of performance. Third, create performance metrics for dilation or concentration. And fifth, rank on the Asnaf who are more eligible to receive Zakat. In order to understand more on this approach, let's see numerical examples step by step how we manage the data involved using a HP based on linguistic hedges. Step 1, defining and formulating the issue. As you can see, figure shown the hierarchical structure for selection of Asnaf who are eligible to receive Zakat. Level 1 is our objective. Selection of Asnaf who are eligible to receive a Zakat. Level 2, criteria, which is income, household member, hard kifayah, and document status. And level 3, alternative in this study is Asnaf. Next, step 2, data sets of performance. In this phase, we demonstrate how the membership value are generated from the raw data set of 4 criteria. Through this procedure, we were able to transform the variety of the data set, as we can see on table 5, a diversity row data set, into a consistent and countable form on table 6, membership value. After that, step 3 is calculate each performance score, and the resulting matrix is displayed. For step 4, we assemble the decision maker's judgment and calculate the power of dilation or concentration for each criterion using the significant hedges for all criteria, as you can see the table 7. DC metric is a performance metric that incorporates all of the dilatation or concentration power discovered through this case study. And finally, the ideal alternative may be determined by optimizing the least membership value across all criteria by using this formula and rank on the Asnaf who are more eligible to receive the Zakat. The significance of this project, first, this approach can assist the government, particularly Zakat institution in Malaysia, in offering direction and choosing the best Asnaf group to send Zakat through. Second, the strategy improves community awareness of Zakat distribution and accelerates delivery to the Asnaf group. And third, this model provides a collective guide to academia on a more complete method of determining Zakat giving to the Asnaf group and assist academia in producing new ideas. Next, for the novelty project, based on the literature review conduct on the issue of the selection method of Asnaf who are eligible to receive the Zakat, the proposed approach offer a more comprehensive assessment of decision-making process compared to the traditional way. In addition, the technique contains intuition that consider the human rethinking model consistent with the human propensity to employ verbal process as an assessment mechanism for monitoring criteria subjectively. Consequently, it enables decision maker to make decisions in a straightforward and methodical way. Moreover, as an extension of this method, a digital application based on step-by-step calculation can be established specifically for the selection of Asnaf who are eligible to receive zakat in order to help the zakat center solve the problem of selecting asnaf. As a result, our presentation finished here. If you have any question, you can contact us via email musayada@uitm.edu.my. Thank you and see you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.